So it's Lynn again with Littlefoot Nursery. I'm on a roll here making a few videos. So because I will be on a business trip probably during the time frame that these are uploading. So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and get some filming done in advance. I'm here to change baby Emily. She is the Saskia kit by Bonnie Brown. I'm going to change her into a, and I'm not like 100% sure these two, I don't think these two things actually go together. I think this is probably not the right bottom, but I wanted to change her into this like really cute like sweater dress. But I think she's gonna need a different diaper cover because I just realized this diaper cover, I think it's the one that goes with Maisie's gold dress. So I'm gonna find one that's more of like a plain cotton one. And those of you, a lot of you ladies are so much more organized than I am when it comes to like your baby clothes. Okay, this diaper cover is newborn. Like I realized as soon as I sat down to film the video that I had the wrong size diaper cover. Okay guys, I'm not gonna find it in the time frame here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get her changed into this dress anyway. And she's not gonna stay in it super long because I do anticipate changing her into something a little bit more Christmassy. But I thought in the meantime this would be really, really nice since we're getting into December here, and yeah, it's a super cute outfit. This the brand is Petit Lem. It's a 3-month size, and I probably got this from, I can't remember exactly, but I think it was likely Last Call or Saks Off Fifth or something like that. I do shop their sales online, and so yeah, so I'll go ahead and change her. This she's still wearing her Gap, the Snow White knitted dress. Tutu dress from Gap, and actually she was just wearing her diaper underneath this too, so I think she'll be just fine. I like the Saskia kit so much because I just think it's such a versatile kit. And I really love this baby with painted hair actually too, even though I've seen some really cute rooted hair versions as well, including my Jenna. Because I think the painted hair makes the baby look even more baby. So I'm gonna go ahead and change her and then we can do our chat topic. So, and the reason I actually have not put this dress on any of the babies yet. I feel a little bit better putting it on a vinyl baby because it's very furry. So to describe it, it is kind of white faux fur on the top with like gold, silver polka dots, and then the bottom part is just like a cream knit. And actually I wouldn't say it's white faux fur on the top, it's almost more of a gray, but it's over like the same cream knit. So it's it definitely looks like a fancy dress though, like she's going to the opera or the ballet or something. Not that babies do those things, but it's a fancy dress, or like for holiday pictures or something like that. Oh, she looks really cute in this. And it's really nice too with vinyl babies to put them in something soft like this, because I think that's one of the things I really love about silicone is, when they're just naturally soft and squishy. But vinyl just being a harder material, you can kind of counteract that by putting the baby in something really soft to the touch, like velour or velvet or fleece, or just like a plain cotton sleeper or something like this, which is a little bit furry and but tactily feels really nice. So so yeah, she's looking really cute in this dress. Yeah, the topic I wanted to chat about was, I was thinking about this a little bit because and the topic is limited edition versus open edition kits for vinyl reborns. And we could talk about this with silicones, but silicones never, from my understanding, come in open editions unless it's like a manufactured doll, like an Ashton Drake or something like that. Otherwise, or I guess the Ivita dolls from China as another example. But otherwise, the artist silicones are pretty much always a limited edition of some sort. Some have a limited edition that's really small of only 5 babies, for example. Some have 10 babies, some might have 20 babies or 25. I don't really see editions go beyond 25 babies all too often, just because the silicone mold, every time it's used, from my understanding, it can stretch, or the mold can't make unlimited babies, though, basically is the concept. So that's why you see silicone babies are naturally more limited. I do see pros and cons to both limited and open edition kits. And I think that it's tough, because I think for artists it's nice to, maybe for both collectors and artists in a way, it's nice to have a limited edition kit, because I do think that keeps the value of the baby high. So as an example, let's talk about the Maisie kit, because that Maisie kit is sold out. Because I've had people approach me asking me if I could paint them a Maisie, for example, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to find that kit. Or if you find a blank Maisie kit, those can sometimes go for $500 on eBay just for the blank kit, and that's without doing anything to the baby. So it's not painted, not rooted, nothing, which is just crazy. So they can become like true collector items from that perspective when they're limited edition. And I think there's something kind of special about a limited edition kit. It's really nice when the kit is a little bit more exclusive, and it does help for both the collectors and also for the artists selling their work, that the prices stay at a good point, because the kit is highly sought after, or there's the buyer or collector knows that maybe there's only 500 of this kit available worldwide. So so they kind of factor that in when they're thinking about how much they're willing to pay. So that is really, and I'd say for silicone babies, the fact that they are limited as well, I think that is also one of the things that helps to keep the price point higher. It's just sort of basic supply and demand. If you have just, tons and tons of babies out there and not enough buyers for those babies, then, you're going to have the prices drop quite a bit. Even if, regardless of the amount of work that goes into creating that baby, and the cost of materials, all that stuff, the prices will go down. But when there's only a select number of silicone babies available, for example, from an artist for a specific edition, it does help that, keep the price point high and the resale value high as well. And I think that's part of the reason you see silicone babies resell for, they have a better resale value if you take it as a percentage of the original price the buyer paid. The resale value just tends to hold a lot better with silicone, and I think part of it is the limited edition factor, and the fact that there are just fewer silicone babies out there in the market in general. So buyers who want a silicone know that they're going to need to fork over a certain amount of money to afford one. Vinyl reborns are a lot more widely available, and with the kits where it's more of an open edition, I think that that can affect the value. Although, and I don't know if anybody knows the answer to this, but I thought that Saskia was a limited edition. I think she's listed as a limited edition, like on McPherson's website. But then when I got the COAs for the Saskias that I've painted, I don't remember it showing it's X number out of X number. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just have to go back and look at the COA again. But I thought the second edition might be an open edition. I believe that Levi is an open edition baby. So Levi, and then Twin A, Twin B, same thing, are also open edition. And I actually, as an artist, I kind of like knowing that it's an open edition, and that if, for example, right now I can't afford to buy the kit, or don't want to buy it right now, that in the future I would have that kit available to me for purchase if I wanted to buy it. But I guess the con, of course, is that there are so many Levi's out there, so many Saskias out there, Twin A's, Twin B's, but they're popular babies for a reason. Bonnie Brown, I have to say, really, great great talented sculptor. Her babies have just been they've been on the popular list, seems like the last few years. So yeah, and I'd say too, like for example, with Bountiful Baby's a perfect example. I think they did a few limited edition Reborns, but for the most part, all the kits that they sell on their website are open edition, and it allows them to sell the kits for cheaper because they can produce. I think there's a lot of fixed costs that go into making a vinyl kit because you have to create the mold maker essentially, and if you can spread that cost out over a higher quantity of kits that you're producing, you can naturally charge, you can make that cost per kit lower, and then consequently pass those savings to your buyer, usually the reborn artists. And so the Bountiful Baby kits, from a quality perspective, are fantastic. I have not noticed, some of them may be less detailed, I will say, than some of the more limited edition kits, for example, but for the price, they're amazing. They're really, really good. And especially the Reborns, the quality of the vinyl, the color, the softness, it's hard to beat. So yeah, but then the of course the challenge is, if you have a Bountiful Baby, let's say you have a Bountiful Baby kit or Reborn, there's just you just have to know as a collector there will be more of that baby out there. But all this to say, I think at the end of the day, how the baby is done is probably and how cute that baby is probably going to be the biggest factor in your ability to resell the baby if you need to do that in the future. I think there are always new collectors joining our community, and not all of them are like hardcore about, oh, I really only collect limited edition babies. I think a lot of us out there, if we see a baby and we fall in love with the baby because it's cute, we don't, yes, the fact whether it's limited edition or not may affect the price in our favor, because I know artists generally will charge less if it's a Bountiful Baby kit, just because the kit costs a lot less and it's more easily, available. And if you hit a Bountiful Baby sale, you can get that kit for a great price. So I do think that enables the artists, like myself, for example, if I'm selling a Bountiful Baby kit that's painted, I can charge a lower price than for a kit that's higher priced. It's just, it just costs me less out of pocket to purchase the Bountiful Baby kits. So, yeah, but I do think that there's just a much larger quantity of reborns out in the market in general. So that also, I think, just affects resale value as well. And it also seems like, painted hair babies it's a tougher resale value. Like, so Emily, who I bought from eBay, and her artist is Mary Anderson. I really love Mary's work, and I had, sort of stalked a number of Mary's auctions before I finally was able to get my Saskia. I definitely paid more for this Reborn than I got a little out of hand with the bidding, but the bidding definitely went kind of high, and I definitely paid more for this baby than I did for any of the other babies in my collection. In terms of vinyl Reborns, let me just caveat that. Definitely didn't get into the silicone price range or anything like that, but it was a lot for a vinyl Reborn. And I feel like if one day I were to try to resell this baby, I don't know that I don't think I'd be able to get back what I put into her, just because unless there's somebody who was just really fell in love and just wanted this particular baby so much. Yeah, so I don't know that I would be able to. But I have seen some painted hair babies go for 5,000. Like, I don't know if you guys follow Joanna Short and have seen her auctions, but she has a lot of babies that sell for thousands. I've seen one of her babies go for over $5,000. And she does painted hair, but her painted hair looks so real. So anyway, not to get too much on a tangent, but anyway, just want to show you sweet little Emily here in her dress. Oh, and she's so sweet. I love this little girl. She's a baby that I feel like is so perfectly weighted. I haven't felt the need to mess with her. An update on that. I did end up reweighting several babies. I reweighted Maisie, I reweighted Connor, and I reweighted Millie. So I had this one evening and I just went for it and decided, and I also added some more stuffing to baby Kai. So So anyway, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this chat video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.